CWS project on an automatic pest detection robot, and this is not what it looks like, but you can imagine it being like that. Anyway, so the objective of our project is pretty clear. The objective is just to make an automatic pest detection robot. The robot works on basically a sort of two-factor system. So we have an ultrasonic sensor which is to detect any kind of obstacle, and which is coupled with a PIR sensor, because that is meant to detect objects which emit heat. So we basically trying to detect living objects, right? And the main sort of the improvement that a project can offer over pre-existing designs is just a small size. It has a small form factor which can be further reduced with custom printing. So basically, like, you can imagine that kind of scenario where such a device might be useful. Suppose you have a rat or some other rodent in a small corner of your room, and you're unable, or you're just too scared to get to it. So this robot then can be controlled to find that pest and scare it away. So the methodology, the component selection again should be pretty clear that we need an Arduino. We have a PIR sensor, an ultrasonic sensor, motors, and a power source, which we'll discuss later, the specifications. Obviously, circuit design. And the algorithms development, like I mentioned, works on a two-factor system. So the ultrasonic sensor looks for objects, any kind of obstructions, and the infrared sensor confirms motion. The algorithm would also have included a Bluetooth-based remote control, but unfortunately we are not that good at engineering, so we got rid of that capability. But it still moves. Yeah, that's about it. This is basically the detection scheme. So PIR sensor plus ultrasonic sensor. So the equipment, as was in our original proposal, is pretty much the same as the one that is used in the final design, the only difference being missing Bluetooth module. And the cost of equipment came around to be around 3,000 rupees, I think. The biggest, I think what set us back was the battery itself. Battery cost is 1,600. And anyway, so this is the final realized design. This is the side view, top view, and front view, as you can see. We also have a 7-segment display mounted there just to show the distance. And we have 2 videos showcasing these. So this is done.
We soldered the motor with the battery components and the motor driver, so it stays in place. We tried using tape, but it was not working as well. So using a solder was a better option.
And also the thing is that it's not meant, like, this is not a 4-wheel drive. So what we've done is that the front, basically the motor driver is meant to drive 2 motors at once. So what we've done is basically paired the 2 front wheels and the 2 back wheels together. And this is so basically this is a pretty long video of me trying to mount the Arduino, I believe. Yes. For which I used I just screwed them, and I had some screws left over. All this work was performed in Physics and Astronomy Club, just like Sumit. Next concept. How do you go back? Yeah, so this again was just me attaching the wheels, nothing special. And it's a much longer, so like a very long time lapse sort of thing of me attaching all the sensors and the battery beneath the chassis, which unfortunately keeps on coming off, but yeah, we can come up with something better probably.
भेंट करो भेंट अरे कॉपी नहीं था।
Oh, this is Vikrant getting scared by the robot.
विक्रांत, ये हाथ में चूहे ने तो नहीं काटा था?
It will go.
Safety shirt.
And yeah, so this is the code. This is probably not very well displayed, but I have shared the code with you, sir. And the yeah, so the code. And I also looked at some existing designs. This is a conventional pest detection robot that is used for agriculture implementation, very costly. And I found that a similar kind of pest detection robot that is meant for common use. But even this is about $3,600, so it's a huge cost, right? Try to find comparable projects on GitHub. The only thing that I could find on a pest detection Arduino was this project, but again, this is automated greenhouse which uses AI, which we have not used. Although I suppose AI can be integrated into our the project. So, like I mentioned, main advantage being the robot's small size, which can allow it to navigate through tight spaces and not just in agricultural fields, and uses both infrared and ultrasonic sensor, and it's also very easily programmable. Like if this is handed to someone with the ability to program, they can reprogram it to like whatever they need, like whatever they desire, basically.
How about the size part? How do I decide if cow is standing in front of me, not rat?
Sir, that is okay. So that is taken care of by the fact that
Because cow will not be best.
Sir, roommate.
that the PIR sensor and the ultrasonic sensor are mounted beneath the chassis, right? So something has to be treated both by the PIR sensor and the ultrasonic sensor. So ideally, a large object would not be able to be detected by this sensor. One potential, like I would not say that this project is like I mentioned, like a proof of concept, right? So so we would suggest that like I found on the GitHub page, probably coupled with AI, we could make a better project out of this. But as it stands, it
We can also
functions.
use like camera or stuff to confirm the detection.
So we'll try to demonstrate it here as well. One of the issues that I'll
गिर जाएगा संभाल के.
One of the issues that I'll address immediately is the fact that when we couple it with the motor driver, there is, I think, an issue of back EMF, which kind of fries the reading of the PIR sensor and the ultrasonic sensor. So it needs to be periodically reset, the Arduino itself.
सेंसर और मोटर का वोल्टेज अलग है, दोनों को सेम ग्राउंड करेगा तो वही होता है.
हाँ वही इशू है ना, सेम ग्राउंड यूज किया हुआ है अभी तो. नहीं should. मैं देखूँ मोबाइल में Arduino itself is not getting power. हाँ ठीक है. This should Arduino में power जा रही है. अरे यार. It's a problem with counting the बैटरी माउंट नहीं हो रही. बैटरी
कोई जनता मीटिंग कर रहे हो या बातें कर रहे हो?
problem with the eventually
चूहे को डराया ना खुद को.
कोई भी डर गया.
You're not looking for me, you're looking for me.
Yes, go ahead.
मूविंग चेसिंग में मोशन सेंसर लगा
obviously it would, right? So what I've done is that I put a 2-second basically delay. So if motion is detected, the detection signal stays high only for 2 seconds unless another motion takes place, and only within that duration does that does it move forward. So it has to keep checking. If the check fails, which it will, if there is nothing in front of it, right, and it has completed the motion, so there will be no further motion.
से मेरे पास एक स्टेबल ऑब्जेक्ट है
हाँ.
और तेरा चेसी ने चूहा पीछे डिटेक्ट किया और वो चूहा निकल गया तो स्टेबल ऑब्जेक्ट अभी मोशन डिटेक्टर से हमेशा डिटेक्ट होगा ना क्योंकि your chassis has a relative velocity with respect to the stable.
I agree, but that is how I'm telling you. That is how this issue is solved.
Is answered.
बट अगर 2 सेकंड से ज़्यादा चूहा डिटेक्ट हो जा रहा है
Calibrated, I agree.
ओके
But as it stands, a possible solution exists.
How about particle sensor?
Sorry?
More than one sensor.
More than one PIR sensor or something. Huh? That's possible.
I don't understand. Your project is only detecting it or also catching the waves.
It's meant to detect and to basically scare it away.
No, so you are trying to
I'm not trying to kill it.
run after the mice